Hi, Kev here, and welcome to my new build video, the Dreadnought 4.0. We're just going to take a little look outside, and as you can see we've got space here for a scrap heli on the roof, plenty of space for landing, and in the top of the towers there is the storage for the minicopters. Get down here into the airlock. You can see you've got good visibility with 4 windows, shotgun traps and peak downs. In the next section here we come into the furnace area. We've got 3 large furnaces, and also we have a car ramp. And of course the refinery here. And we come up here into our airlock, which takes us into our loot rooms. And go down here. 4 boxes per loot room, 2 shotgun traps. And this section here takes us up into the bed storage area. We got our lockers here, quick access with garage doors on, store our electrics like large batteries up here as well. And we come to the peak down section. Good all-round visibility. And our next level up takes us into our heliports, also shooting floor. They go out here, you can see the size of the area that you got to land your scrap heli on. I mean, that's plenty. And this final level takes us up onto the top where we've got our peaks. Ideal for door campers and a little bit of extra raid defense. Okay, let's get down to the build. Start off with a hexagon made of 6 triangles, and then 4 sides of that have 4 square foundations. As usual, twig out 9 squares. And then we're going to go back with triangle foundations. We're going to get rid of all of those. Don't need them anymore. Right, now what we're going to do here is we're going to put 1 square foundation on the end and metal it or stone it if you're starting off on stone. And repeat that same process on this side. You go out 9 squares, keep the 9th square, and remove all the others. And once again, twig back with triangle foundations. Remove all of those, and get rid of those. Okay, and we're going to put another foundation on the end there and metal or stone that. We're going to need to get rid of that. We're going to keep that, and we're going to get rid of this. Now we can fill these sections in. These are going to be loot rooms, these squares. So you should have something that looks like this now. So we're going to infill there. We're of course going to have a missing foundation there, but that's normal with a split TC design. And infill the other bits of honeycomb. This is a honeycomb layer here. We're going to put a TC down. Okay, now from this missing square foundation section, you need 7 squares added on So you need to add on 6 basically, because you've already got 1 there. And then we can start putting down the second tower. There's the core, loot rooms, divides, and yeah, we can put TC down here. We want to focus on getting the TCs and the foundations down as fast as we can so you can't get griefed. Repeat that same process again on this side. Get the core down. And loot rooms. Run this next linking arm across, leave that last piece. We're going to have another missing foundation there. Get the last TC down. And there you go, should be done as fast as that. Get that down really quick. Get your teammates to seal in the TC whilst you carry on building. Next step is get a wall up around. This is your backs of the loot rooms, this wall is. And then stone divides. You've got 2 layers there, so it's still going to take 8 rockets to go from loot room to loot room. Get our shelves in. Now what we can do is just get the core up. Now we'll just seal it all in, cap it all off on the top. At this stage now we can go put a wall all the way around the outside of the base, 1 level high. Missing out those bits in the airlock. This is just on the outside of the base now. Once you've done that, you can now move on to this inner airlock wall. Notice how I put a half wall in there? Do the same all the way, just 3 half walls in the middle. And now we're just going to finish this off with a low wall, and this provides the gap in the runways that allow you to peek down into the furnace area. Okay, now we're ready to go up one more level on the base. We'll put a metal wall up around here because this is to protect our beds, and then we're going to swap to windows here on the runways. I have to point out at this stage that you should never have your split gap in the very corner. You see I just moved that piece there to push the gap out further, otherwise it will say too close to another building. In the furnace area, you're only going to be able to fit these triangle foundations in one corner, so we'll start from there and we'll work our way back out through and stop here so that we can give ourselves space for our large furnaces. And now if you stand in the middle of the room, you can lay the car ramp by just pushing it up as close to those pillars as you can. And there we go. And now you can get your car in through one door and out through another. And the shop fronts that I'm putting in now would obviously have been put in sooner. My teammates would normally do this for me whilst I push forwards with the main build. You can now see why I left these walls out, so that I can now put these sloped roof sections in. This is the only way you're going to get them in, is from up here. And now you can put your walls in. And here's where we create our airlock into the towers, which also serves as an extra barrier for anyone coming down through the ladder hatch. You'll notice that as I'm laying these, I've left very small vertical slits. These vertical slits are actually very useful. Now the honeycombing or buttressing on the bottom of the towers is simple enough. It's just a case of swapping from a triangle roof section on a triangle foundation and then a square roof section on a square foundation. This loop room can be sealed off without the shotgun traps in place. As you can see, you can put the shotgun traps in afterwards at any point when you're feeling a bit richer and you've got plenty of components. Okay, and now we're going to move on to the external TCs, which are also flank towers. So we're going to go out 9 foundations. Okay, so we're going to make this last triangle metal, get rid of all of the rest of these, and then we're going to go out 6 square foundations. And now we're just going to look at the TCs, the split cost between the 3 TCs. Guys, make sure you get your base down fast, because as always in Rust, there's a storm coming.